I was asking Umar, why you disrespect me? And he answered me, because I want it. And when I asked him again, he said, what are you gonna do about it? And then this is fucked up answer. And then if you come to my face and if you disrespect me, you're gonna get slapped. And don't try that, because I'm a man and I will never forgive you. Even if I have to go jail, I don't care, man. I don't care. I have so much to lose. I don't care this belt. I don't care this money. I don't care this legacy.
Merab Dvalishvili is probably sitting there pissed off because we see him. We see Merab, and we see Merab in normal interactions, and disrespect is not something he takes kindly to. We saw a guy disrespect him in a jiu-jitsu competition in real life. And he walks in the stands and grabs the guy's hair. He grabs the guy's hair. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like that.
My honest opinion of this fight, it's a tough fight. Like, let's be honest. Even Merab himself would disclose that he's putting his all into this because there's a lot more riding on this fight than just a fight. He just really doesn't want to lose to him.
What Merab has to bring to the table you can't prepare for. It's an intangible. That conditioning you can't prepare for. You can get up and you can go do your sprints. You can time the damn thing, find out what intravenous is. You can even get your EPO. You cannot prepare for an intangible like conditioning, and it's frightening if you're dealing with a guy who's learned to weaponize pace, and that's what Merab has done.
He's a maniac, man. And Longo was on, I guess it was it Annex podcast talking about how they basically had a 3-round sparring match before he went out there and fought that fight with Cejudo. So he's got a gas tank like nobody else in a division where gas tanks are a pretty regular thing at bantamweight. Merab takes the crown. I mean, he is the king of pace in that division. And with his durability, the way he can take shots and then continue to do that, I mean, he's having fun in there. That's something to be noted about Merab. He wants to be there the whole time. A lot of anxiety in fighting. It does not seem to be with him. He truly seems like he can't freaking wait to get out there and be in that kind of a fight.
Dog, I think Merab's a mother, man. I think he's a way tougher fight than Aljo. And he goes, why? And I was like, because he doesn't stop. Like, he puts it in drive and he just continues to go forward, mixing it up with the wrestling. And then when he ended up fighting Henry, I was like, there ain't no way in hell he gonna take Henry down. Ain't no way in hell. Henry's a Olympic gold medalist. He wants everybody in the world to know it. And then when Henry got taken down, I was like, oh my God, this man is out wrestling Henry. Merab's just on a different level with his pressure, the way he fights, how he makes it ugly. And he knows that. He was like, hey, if it was a straight kickboxing fight, I probably won't win. Or a straight wrestling match, I probably won't win. But this is MMA. I can mix all my tools together and get the job done. So I'm super excited about that fight.
But Merab is that wild card. He never looks good, ever. He just looks like a fucking badass. Like, he just marches forward. It's ugly in your face, and he drowns motherfuckers. And so he can take a fucking punch like a motherfucker. He's awkward and unpredictable. He's tireless and relentless, and he loves to make fights ugly.
Like, for example, when I was fighting Marlon Moraes, I tell referee before, hey, I may get caught, but please don't stop fight. I rather go sleep. I rather go out than stop me later. Then don't stop me. Yeah, I tell him, hey, please let me fight until I die, until I go sleep. If something happens, I tell before, and I tell actually always every fight. I tell, doesn't matter who I'm fighting against. I tell referee in locker room, hey, I wanna die there. I'm ready. I was training so hard for this. This is my legacy. I rather go out than you stop me early and save me. Save me for what? I'm here for die. I'm a fighter, If I'm hurt, I don't need to use save me, understand?
But you're going to be fighting. You're going to be going up against a guy like the Machine, Merab. I can see that, man. That's a perfect nickname. I was in there with him. The dude is different. When you think you can hit him, you think you can do that, and then there's a level change coming, or you decide to scrap with them, and then there's a takedown coming, and he actually picks you up. I mean, we all saw what happened to me.
How are these guys supposed to stop the wrestling of Merab? How are they going to stop? Even his movement. It's unorthodox. It's tough to get a handle on him. In order to beat Merab, you have to be an insane wrestler and an extremely powerful striker. And if you have that, you still might be in trouble.
Merab's gas tank is incredible. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody be able to keep that type of pace and have that type of gas tank as the fight goes on. You see it every fight. Like, these dudes literally fade right before our eyes in these fights with Merab.
I tell you, he's turned into, he is a funny guy.
He is
right?
funny.
The personality has blossomed.
Yes.
The more spotlight that he's got on him. The way Merab is, he's a tough fight for anybody. How do you have a striking battle with someone that won't stop coming forward? Typically, you can't do that because you get tired and you run out of cardio or energy or oxygen. He doesn't. He just keeps coming. That is what you call a pain in the ass.
It sounds hyperbolic when sports announcers say, I've never seen anything like him. And I think the only time I've capped a fight saying something like that was, have you ever seen anything, or have you ever seen anyone like Justin Gaethje? And still to this point, I have not seen anyone. Hey, Merab is like truly one of one. I mean, there is absolutely no point of comparison in the gym. If any fighter on the roster could fight a 15-round fight, it's absolutely him. And guys like me who live in this fantasy world about like untimed rounds, Merab's certainly your champion in most equations there.
And it's different when you have a pace and a guy that doesn't necessarily have that knockout power or that accuracy, but just has that go in him. And that's what makes him dangerous. It's not necessarily his wrestling. It's his threshold. It's the ability of him continue to keep picking up the pace and keeping it at that pace where he doesn't drain his own watt.
Merab Dvalishvili is an absolute monster. His name is the Machine, and he is a machine. And I'll tell you this much, he's tough for anyone because his pace, his pressure, his cardio, and his ability to just spam takedowns. He just spams takedowns. He's the guy that you play in a video game that you throw and break controllers because he will not stop. He will not stop. He just keeps going and going and going and going.
I think people are starting to realize how good he really is, and I wasn't just blowing smoke up people's asses saying what I feel when I train with him. The guy is good, man. He's good, and I'm telling you guys, Steve, you haven't trained with him in a while. He's getting better, man, and that's the scary part. He is still getting better. Like, he's actually taking instruction. He's working on combination stuff that, like code stuff, and I'm like, okay, I see you. You go ahead with your bad self, brother. Go ahead with your bad self.
I just want to fight. I love fight. I don't want no excuses. And win or lose, I gotta do what I love. Because when I wasn't fighting, I was thinking, oh, maybe I will enjoy like everybody else, going club, going restaurants, date some girls. But I was doing a little before all of that, but I wasn't happy. When after that, I had to go work, or I had to just training. It was very hard, but thank God I did that, and now I changed my life, and I give motivation to so many young generations.
Just keep it in perspective for him. Like, dude, this is just another tough fight. You fought the toughest guys already. You beat the toughest guy. You've actually proven that you belong here. You don't have a cousin's coattails to ride off of. Even if the work you've done was decent, but you're not riding off the coattails of anybody. You had to get here the hard way. Keep that in perspective. Know that you deserve to be the champion, and you earned to be the champion. Now it's up to you to go out there and defend, but you got to do it with a clear head, level head, stick to the game plan. And our job is to make sure that we fine tune that every single time.